happened there? Yeah, completely no idea. The stream decided to stop by itself. Like, even go out the session. But anyway, let's just carry on. As we got a lot of learning from the session. That was very strange. I don't know why it just randomly stopped the stream. But anyway. Let's go to Clem. Still haven't set a laptop. Let's see what kind of time he can do compared to Tim's time of 1 minute 18.1. Might be a doable lap time in a wet conditions, maybe. Why is my stream so laggy for? Sorry about this. I don't know why the stream's so laggy for, but hopefully it does improve. So I'm watching it on my phone now. So 2.5 minutes left of this session to go. P. Doran has now retired. A lot of these guys are now starting to retire now. The Scooter Clemmer is about a 1.8 seconds down on Tim's time at the moment. But yeah, this is definitely going to be the grid order for the race. So this qualifying session has turned into a bit like a practice session now. The likes of Gizlodian, the Bear, Team Red, everyone on the inside really now can't really improve, so they're just getting ready for the race now. As we do expect some rain in the race as well, so it is a good opportunity to get used to the conditions for a bit. Obviously we're meant to be having a dry start for about 5 minutes before the rest of the race turns to wet conditions. A minute left to go of this quali session slash practice session. Slowly now comes into the pits. A lot of these guys in the pits. Got 3 guys only on track. The Bear, Hasbulla and Vicious Vicar. The Bear now comes in. Go with Vicious Vicar. See if he's going to do the same as everyone else comes in. Yep, he comes in as well. So Hasbulla the only one out on track at the moment. And he decides to stay out, so the only one to stay out. So let's go on board with him for the whole lap. So turn 1 then, in dry you normally go around gear 3, gear 4, and then probably gear 3 or even gear 2 around turn 2. You're coming up to the first proper chicane of the track. So many chicanes around this circuit. You can easily cut any of these chicanes really, because it does a pretty good job in the wet conditions as well. And again, second chicane, I think there's a total of 4 chicanes on the circuit, and then in dry conditions this would be a DRS straight. It comes up to the third chicane now, a 4th gear corner, then probably upshift to 5th, short shift to 5th. I will turn my notifications off when we're loading up to the race, sorry about that. Again, oh, this is a new account and everything, yeah, all my fault, sorry. as he comes down probably the main DRS and overtaking opportunity straight, the back straight before the final chicane, and now start finish straight, another opportunity for an overtaking opportunity, and then crosses the line to do 21 point something, whatever it was. So the top 10 will actually have to start on the soft tyres, as you can see there. Maggi's actually got a 5-second place grid penalty as well, so it'll be Gizlodi on pole, the Bear in second, P. Doran third, Kilgebert in fourth, and then Maggi in fifth, then Lewis sixth, Sefew seventh, MK Mount eighth, Team Red ninth, Mr. Wiggles 10th, Mohammed Guna 11th, Hasbulla 12th, Marworthy 13th, Bishop's Vicar 14th, Tim in 15th, Scooter Clem 16th, Mindful Warp 17th, Jack King's on his debut in 18th, and then Baker Royd in no time in 19th position. So blue screen for a second, guys, while I'll turn my notifications off. Where are the notifications there? Pop up notifications and turn that off. Right, there we go. No notifications during the race. So, as Lewis said, we're expecting rain within 5 minutes of the race getting underway. So, it might not affect the top 10 at all. They'll have to start on the softs no matter what now. But I don't think it will give them a massive effect. You might see a couple of guys outside the top 10 starting on medium or hards, because it's worth a shot. You know, it might not come in 5 laps time or something like that. It might come in like lap 20, let's say, whereas soft tyres won't last that long, and the mediums could last that long. Hards definitely can. But yeah, we'll get underway in 20 seconds and see what these guys are doing for their strategy. Expecting really, if it is coming in 5 minutes, everyone will be on the softs, but we'll see. So formation lap is about to get underway any second now. Waiting for players apparently. Waiting for somebody. Who? There we go. We're on board with Gizlodian. What's going on? There we go. Now we're off. Put a formation lap. And yeah, everyone is on the soft tyres except for Mohammed Guna, who is on the medium tyres. So Mohammed Guna looks like he's going for the gamble. It's worth a shot, really, I would say. Of course, like I was saying, it might be the case of the rain coming. I don't know if you've ever had this before, but the rain, it starts raining and it just stays like that, and it never transitions to the intermediate tyres. I've had that before, not in a league race, but in a single player race I've had it. Also, we've had an update today, as if you haven't noticed already, on the game, and the good thing is mainly about under safety car conditions. Obviously, normally if you hit somebody during the safety car conditions, you will get a 5-second penalty no matter what. As the rain has already actually started coming down already, actually, as I have just noticed, as you can see on Sefew's on board. But yeah, as I was saying, Codemasters kind of patched up now. You won't get those stupid you shouldn't get those stupid 5-second penalties anymore. So the guy in front of, if you Sefew, for example, and you hit the back of Maggi, and you would normally get both a 5-second penalty. That shouldn't be the case anymore. But Sefew will probably get front wing damage for hitting the back of Maggi. That's the only downside of it. But at the end of the day, it's kind of your fault because you're the one going into the back of them, unless they do heavy braking or something like that. But anyway, we're about to get the race underway. 19 grid. Just waiting on Scooter Clem. So it might be the case of them all coming in straight away onto the intermediate tyres. We'll see about that, and they might actually really start to struggle on the opening lap. Full grip. I'm waiting on Scooter Clem to get the field. There we go. Go with back with Gizlodian. Right, there we go. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights in the air, and we're off for the Speed Force race in GP5 round 3 Canadian Grand Prix. Gizlodian and the SFR, the Bear, side by side. The Bear goes round the outside and gets the move done on Gizlodian. Good move there from the Bear and gets the move done. Looking round down the field, not much is really happening. Very clean start from the field. Very good start from the whole field. Look like any damage. Mad G making moves already on Kiljabert. Moving himself up to P5 past Kiljabert. Got some moves, Hasbulla and Mr. Wiggles. Mr. Wiggles getting the move done on Hasbulla. Going to move there from Mr. Wiggles. Spread back to the front of the field. Lewis on the back of P. Doran. Gizlodian and Bear already a second. Lewis making moves on Doran. Goes down the inside of Doran. Doran leaves him the space, and Lewis, good move there from Lewis, gets the move done. We've got a yellow flag. There is some contact between Mohamed Guna and Mr. Wiggles by the looks of it. Might have been some contact. There is some contact behind by the looks of it. It might be involving Scooter Clem and Tim. Does Tim have damage? Yes, he does. Baker Roy having a look. We've got a couple of guys in the pits now. They might just go straight onto the inters. If I was them. So Wiggles on inters. 2 guys on inters. So Mohamed Guna on those medium tyres, still in P10. The Bear, great start from him, 1.4. Lewis already on the back of Gizlodian as well. So Tim and Vicious Vicar are the only ones that come out of the pits on slick tyres. Oh, wheel spin there from Lewis. Drifts around the hairpin. Then the exit with the hairpin. Good drift there, Lewis. I like that drift. Could move down the field a bit. Bit of a battle going on between Team Red and MK Mount. Well, there was, and it's already gone to into tyres. Got a 3-second penalty for P. Doran, and I think it is that time for into tyres. Has got a safety car. Safety car is out. That might have been for Tim, because I did see Tim stop. And I think it is. He has completely lost his front wing. But the benefit of this, the field will be back all bunched up on the inter tyres. That's the Vicious Vicar. Gets a drive-through penalty for speeding in the safety car. But yeah, I could already tell that is now into tyres. So, oh, we've got, who's that? That is Gizlodian. He's lost his front wing. Oh, we've got the Mercedes as well. Them came out nearly losing it. We're in the safety car and these guys are already struggling. Even Big Doran nearly went. These guys are struggling big time on the slick tyres. Going slowly. These guys have got a limp to the pit lane. But that's going to be a double front wing change for the Red Bulls. As them came out, has now gone round and got his front wing damage as well. So these guys are really struggling on the slick tyres and the safety car conditions as well. They really want to get onto those intermediate tyres. It's turned intermediate tyres like literally straight away. So you should be expecting everyone onto the inters. course, when you go onto the Intertitles, you don't have to stop again if you don't want to. But most likely you will, because you're going to suffer with tyre wear massively at the end if you don't. You might get punctured at the end. I don't know yet. Could go to the end, I do not know. Same came out, it looks like it was a 7 or 5 second penalty or something there. So everyone now on the Intertitles. Tim luckily did not get lapped, so he is actually still in this race. So we'll run with the number 23 of the bet. I wish there was kind of an option to put the number 1 in online. That'd be pretty cool. But of course you can actually do that if you had a league on the actual F1 game. But we all think it's crap, so we don't use it. And there's a reason why we don't use it. You probably all know why we don't use it. If you don't, main reason being is that you can't really put reserves in. As soon as you start a league in the actual game, those 20 people can only participate. You can't bring a new random person into that league while in progress. That's why we don't use it, because obviously you can't use reserves and all that. So we're just waiting on the pack to catch up. Still 19 all drivers still in. While we're waiting for everyone to catch up to the safety car, we'll have a look at penalties. We've got quite a lot of penalties. Oh, we've got 2 people on drive-throughs. Hasbuller on 5, Safiu on 5, Pete Doran on a 3 second, and then Kildebert on a 10 second penalty. Also running number 23. So quite an exciting week in the world of Formula 1. Of course, today and tonight the GP4 series, and also the Alpine livery. 2 liveries got released today, using a special BWT pink livery for the first 2 races before they go to their actual livery for the season. And then tomorrow we have the GP3 series with Tom, and most likely myself as well. As I said at the very beginning of part 1 of the stream, I am now on comms full time with Tom, so I'll be with Tom for pretty much the whole season, hopefully. And then we're on to Wednesday, where the first day of pre-season testing begins in the real world of F1 in Spain. That'll go on until Friday, and also on Wednesday as well we have the GP2 series with Tim, and then Thursday again pre-season testing, and then also GP1 series. I think they are not at Canada, they are at somewhere else. I can actually check for that. Check now. They are in Spain as well. So they'll be in Spain GP1 this week. And then Friday, nothing on for Speedforce racing until, of course, next Monday. But still, we have pre-season testing, and then apparently on Sunday, Alfa Romeo's livery is going to be released. I don't actually know if they're going to be participating in the Spain pre-season, or they're going to be using just a blank kind of livery and just their car. I don't know. It's weird because they're releasing their livery after pre-season testing, well, or their car, I don't know. So I don't actually know if they're participating or not in the Spain pre-season testing or not. So safety car is in this lap, as Tim has now finally caught up. So really on this track you can go really whenever you want. You can go really early or really late or wherever really. So you can actually catch out a lot of people around here. As people got that glitch where you can't actually start accelerating into it, lets you to. Mindful was a spin that would let Tim get past, but he's right behind the bear. The bear's on a start finish straight, well, across the line already. Lewis follows him through. As Kildrip goes really wide, he's onto the grass. That's going to give Mohamed Gunnar a chance, and maybe Team Red as well. But Kildrip gives up. Stay. Oh, we've got some yellow flags, and that is P. Doran. P. Doran and Safiu is gone on. Well, has collided with each other. P. Doran with front wing damage, and maybe Safiu as well. Yes, definite front wing damage. He's hit that wall as well. Mr. Wiggles and Scooter Clem go side by side. I think Scooter Clem has got that move done. Where with Lewis and Maggi back up to that P2, a potential early stage, definitely an early stage championship contender. Maggi, he's had a very strong start of the season. As Lewis drifting around that hairpin as well. He likes drifting around the corner. We should call him the Tokyo Drifter. As Mount Worthy is now onto the grass, these guys are struggling quite a bit on these intermediate tyres. So we'll go with Kildrip and Team Red. So Team Red has actually got past Kildrip at some point. Kildrip has a little look down the inside, but sensibly backs out of that. 3 guys in the pits. Kildrip goes onto the grass once again. Might have got a warning for that as well. A bit stupid if the game did, because he does actually lose time there. Top 3 is about a second, but Mohamed Gunnar seems like he has very strong pace these early stages on the back of Lewis. Lewis, as he said earlier in the comments, that he does struggle in the wets. Gives Lodian on having a look at Jack. Go back with Mohamed Gunnar. As you can see, Lewis looks like he probably has drifted around the corner again. As Maggi is on the back of the bear. 2/10 is the difference between the two. Someone else has spun. I think that might be Hasbulla. Yes, it is. Tim has now overtook Hasbulla. Hairpin is going to be, of course, very difficult in the wet conditions. So Mohamed Gunnar 5/10. Sector 1, and that's Kildrip is out. Kildrip is out. And we've got another safety car. So that is at turn 2. So another safety car, second safety car of the day. As you can see there is Kildrip's damaged car. That's the first retiree. So P. Doran coming into the pits. He's actually retired from the session. He could have actually carried on because it was the safety car conditions, but he decides to retire. So down to 17 now. And as expected, they are staying out. So lap 10 or 35. I don't know if the weather is meant to be getting worse. I think it looks to be heavy rain. So he could be going to the full wets at some point. Who knows? Tim's actually gone on to the full wets as well. Tim is on to the full wets. So, if Tim gets this right, he should be in the net lead. If he is right. Depending on if other people put under safety car. But if Tim gets this right, he'll be leading this race. No matter what, and about 20 seconds ahead of everyone else. So I read his mind, or he read my mind. Something like that, but it doesn't look wetter out there. So Tim rejoins in 16th position. So at the moment no one else is not deciding to pit. Only Tim. Safuse is out. Safuse looks still at the hairpin. Unlucky there for Safuse. I think Mark Werty and Mad G. Mad G, what's happened to Mad G? Mad G's got front wing damage. Mark Werty as well. I'm sure they were, as Mark Werty is now just hit the wall, maybe trying to forcibly retire. I don't know, but yeah, wow, Mad G has spun. I'm guessing it's turn 2. They probably lost it at the same time. I don't think there was any contact between the two, and now he hasn't got a front wing at all. But it still looks very heavy, this rain. Safety cars in this lap as well. Mad G's going to lose out big time here now. Lewis now in P2. So the bear still hasn't gone. When does he go? He'll probably go now. Yes, he has. There he goes. So the massive gap between first, second and third. Mad G and Mark Werty is course into the pits. And keep an eye on Tim's pace as well, see how he gets on the wet tyres. As he's the only one. So Lewis seems to be struggling again. He does say he was struggling in the wet conditions, and Mohamed Guna might have a look on Lewis. I thought Lewis was going defensive there. Doesn't. Mohamed Guna completely misses the breaking point there. Might give Team Red to pull him a bit to Mohamed Guna. Gets loaded in. Half a second on back on Jag again. Wonder if Jag owns a Jaguar. And he's the king of Jags. Mr. Wiggles and who's that? Vicious Vicar side by side. Mr. Wiggles gets the move done. It's P12 for him. Baker Road on the back of Team Red. So Maggi and Mark Werty's actually gone to the Inter tyres. 3-car battle at the moment between Mr. Wiggles, Hasbulla and Vicious Vicar, and 9 for Wasp, but Vicious Vicar seems to be coming into this battle. We'll stay on board with Vicious Vicar, see what happens ahead. We can pretty much get a good view of this, but we'll actually go with the back to the top 3 as Mohamed Goon is on the back of Lewis as the bear carries on to pull away. Mark Werty now is actually into the pits onto those full wet tyres. So could it be time? I could actually start seeing puddles now. As Lewis drifting out the hairpin once again. Definitely a Tokyo drifter. Go with Bakeroyd because he's might be having a look at Team Red now. Backs out a bit. Very sensible move to do. Gets loaded in, still on a backward drag, of course, when it's into wet tyre. When it is wet conditions, it is harder to overtake. A lot of these, I think these guys are coming in now for wet tyres. So Tim might have done the right call to go onto the wet tyres during the safety car conditions. Hasbulla and Mr. Wiggles still in the fight. Maggi now gets past all those guys. Go back with the top 3 winners again. Well, the top with Lewis and Mohamed Goon. What is that view? I've never had that camera view. Is that like meant to be the 360 camera? What is that view? Come on! As Lewis gets a 3-second penalty. It's not. There we go. I've got to say that is a really rubbish view. Yeah, some of these camera angles in this game is not the best. Sure, it's seen. Oh, well, that is between Mr. Wiggles and Hasbulla. They're having a right little fight here for that 10th position spot. Tim is getting involved as well. But now these guys are coming in. These guys are coming in as Mr. Wiggles has now pretty much lost it. We are going to be staying with Tim and see where he ends up. 2 guys decide to stay out. If he gets ahead of the bear, which he might be able to, he will be leading. He'll be in the net lead, but I don't think he might get. Oh, it's going to be close. Who's going to get the lead? I think it is going to be the bear. Where's Tim? He's going to be coming out behind Mohamed Goon. And Mohamed Goon is on in the intermediate tyres though. I think he's forgotten to change his strategy. So at the moment, Tim is really on the podium in P3. Yellow flag set to 1. Who is that? Maggi. And we've got another safety car. That's probably for the Maggi's front wing gone. Sloan came out to go to Clem and Jag. That's helped them a lot. Mohamed Goon. I think he might have looked like he's made a wrong call. So it's the 3rd safety car of the day. So everyone on the inter tyres most likely be coming on to the full wet tyres now. Drive through penalty for MK Mount. And he's in P3. Jag now gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. MK Mount should be coming in. Yes, he does. Mohamed Goon. Yeah. No, he actually stays out. Mohamed Goon stays out. Okay. Interesting old call there from Mohamed Goon. Maybe conditions are improving at the end. Maybe back to inters at the very end. So Tim comes out in P4. It's been a great call so far from Tim. See if it works out for him. Yes, I have to admit. Oh, Tim's out! Tim is out! Oh no! Oh! That's... Oh, Tim! Oh my god, I feel so bad for him right now. He was pretty much on for a podium finish. Oh, Tim, I feel so bad for you right now, mate. That was such a great call from you there in the second safety car, going on to the wet tyres. Oh, that's so unlucky for Tim. He's going to be frustrated with himself, unfortunately. Just seemed like he just lost it on his own. Bit of a weird place to crash out as well. Maggi's actually going to another set of intermediate tyres, so he also thinks it's going to improve. But now Maggi actually comes back into the pits, he goes on to the full wets instead. So he's changed his mind and thought, actually, I don't think it will improve. I'll go on to the full wets instead. So let's see what Maggi can do from the 15th position spot, the championship leader, on these early stages. This is exactly what SFR the Bear wants at the moment, at this stage, to close that gap to him in the standings. .36 points is the gap difference between Maggi and the Bear at the moment. So if the Bear gets the win and the fastest lap, and Maggi finishes outside the top 10, the gap will then go down to 10 points. Hamid-Guna the only one on those inter tyres. So third safety car restart of the day. And off goes the Bear. Again, a very good restart from the Bear. Very good at these restarts, he is. As Team Red having a look at Hamid-Guna. We've got a Gizlodian going wide. Might give Mindful Wasp a bit of a chance. It does give Mindful Wasp a chance to get the position on Gizlodian. But he was good defending there from Gizlodian, as I did notice as well. Team Red gets past Hamid-Guna. Hamid-Guna just seems to be struggling. Scooter Clem will be his next car to defend against. But the traction difference between the two cars, as expected, Baker Roy looking on his teammate. Now gives Jag a bit of a chance, and gives Loading as well. Hamid-Guna goes really wide on the hairpin, but with him going wide, he can get on the power earlier, and it does seem like that, as Mindful Wasp lost a couple of positions. We've got a 3-car battle, the 2 Williams and the Merc of MK Mount. Oh, that was a bit naughty there from Mindful Wasp, but he gets away with it. Hamid-Guna now loses the position to Scooter Clem. Bakeroid is next up. Hamid-Guna goes a bit wide. Bakeroid might just go around the outside of Hamid-Guna. Probably gets on the traction. Power earlier, yes he does. More traction. Then Mohamed Guna gets the move good done. Good move there from Baker Royd, as Jag seems to have had a half spin of some kind. Gives loading. He's next up on Mohamed Guna. Mohamed Guna is struggling big time now. Now he's probably starting to regret this. He's lost so much time to the bear already. Have a yellow flag. It's for Mindful Wasp as Mr. Wiggles gets past. Bishop Vicar looking like them came out. Magi up to P12. Stay with Gizlodian. MK Mount disqualified from the session for ignoring his drive-through penalty. Oh dear. That's a bit unfortunate there for MK Mount. Maybe you might have forgotten about it. Is a drive-through penalty by the looks of things, and has now got disqualified from the session. So down to 14 now. Gizlodian really struggling to get past Mohamed Guna. Just can't find a way around him. But this might be his chance now. Vicious Vicar is also there. It is going to be his chance. It should be his chance. It's probably only chance. Yes, it is. He's going to get through easily. Mohamed Guna got no traction out that corner at all. Vicious Vicar's going to go straight. Oh, there's contact made between Mohamed Guna and Vicious Vicar. Mohamed Guna has probably lost his front wing. With that, he has lost his front wing. There's another safety car out. That was naughty from Vicious Vicar, unfortunately, and the rain really has come down now. No more comment on that. But yeah, it's definitely going to be wet tyres now, 100%. We've got some cars coming in. Mad G has actually come in as well. Does he have front wing damage? I think he does. Yes, he does. So, fourth safety car of the day now. Mindful Wasp. Another person to get a drive through. Speeding under safety car. Hasbulla, 10-second penalty for corner cutting. We'll have a look at penalties right now. Lewis, 3 seconds. Baker Royd, 3 seconds. Mr. Wiggles, 6. Jag with 5. Drive through for Mindful Wasp and 10 for Hasbulla. We need to change that back actually, sorry. There we go. Baker Royd in pits for a front wing change. So he's got front wing damage as well. He's actually gone on to the inner tyres as well. But at this stage it doesn't look like they're improving. They've just got worse, as you can see. It's pretty much black outside now. It's that dark. It's raining that heavy now, it's literally dark. So I don't think it's the right call from Baker Royd. He's going to fall like Mohamed Guna did. He's only got 3 cars behind him. So Magi up to 10th position. gap between the SFR, the Bear, and Mad-G is on 11 points, 12 points, depending on who's got the fastest lap. Who has actually got the fastest lap? Mad-G's got the fastest lap. Okay, I don't think that was that won't be taken away from him because that was in dry conditions as well, I do believe. So Mad-G should get the fastest lap and that extra point with it as well. Who's actually P2 in the championship at the moment? I've got to check that. Lewis is in P2 at the moment. He's actually closer to Mad-G. 18 plus. I've got to work it out now. What's that? So if Mad-G don't score, Lewis and Mad-G will be on the exact same points, but Mad-G will of course be still leading the way on countback. But that is the difference between Lewis and Mad-G. So Mad-G will be still leading the way, just about 2 points ahead of Lewis. But of course, it's only round 3. We've got what 20 races, I think it is. I've got to work it out. I think it is 20. It is a little bit shortened this season compared to last season, where I think it was 24 last season. But yeah, it's shortened down to 20, I do believe, just to make sure we don't overlap with the new game when that comes out in around about June time. Last thing we want is to carry on with the season when the new games come out. That's the last thing we want to do. So taking the safeguard really, and decided to go for a little bit of a shortened calendar with Monaco, Australia, and China. Is that it? I think that's it. It might be 21 actually then. But Monaco, Australia and China all out this season, for season 10. So the Bear, off he goes again for the 4th safety car restart, who will be leading in a way. No one else has led the safety car restart except from the Bear. Jag with a 3-second penalty. Couple of guys in the pits already. 3 guys in the pits. So Lewis actually struggling to keep with the Bear, but the this defending champion on his way to get his first win of the season in round 3. Harry Guna on the into tyres. Mad-G making moves on Jag. Gets the move done. Moves himself up to P8 now. Yellow flag sector 2. That is Bakeroyd. Bakeroyd is out. So he's been sent to the Shadow Realm. No safety car though this time, so we carry on. And then there was 13. So looking down the field, we've got Mr. Wiggles. About 6 tenths between Gizlodian and himself. Mad-G. Closing on his teammate, and I think his actual dad as well. I'm sure these two are related. I remember in GP5 team reveals, Oliver was on about these two actually being related and teaming up in the same division. I'm sure they are related. So maybe some team orders between these two. Possibly. Scooter Clem. He's gonna have a look on Team Red by the looks of it. Has a little look, backs out of it. But then Team Red doesn't get a very good exit, so it might give Scooter Clem a even better chance to get Team Red. He should be in a Ferrari at Team Red, just because his name's Team Red, so he should be in a Ferrari or the Alpha. Oh, God! What's happened? What's going on here with Gizlodian? Oh, what happened there with Gizlodian there? He literally just stopped on a circuit when Scooter Clem and Team Red caught up to him. Has he got damage? No, he hasn't, so he can carry on. Gizlodian might have just gone really wide and completely messed up that hairpin, but he's dropped to P6. Maybe involving Mr. Wiggles as well, possibly. Is there a GP4 stream? Oh, got another safety car. Who is that for? Mark Werty. Mark Werty's out. Hawkey, yes, there is a GP4 stream. It's not on our channel though, as Train Game had some trouble signing in to the account. But what I can do, I can do that. Find you. Here you are. Boom. Paste that. Boom. Ah. Right. Hang on. I will send you the link. Okay. Is that the stream for GP4? Yes, it is. Share that. Copy that link. And send it to you. There you go. Right. I will send it to you on here instead then. There you are. That is a GP4 stream. I don't want to watch the GP4 stream, I want to watch my own stream. There we are, right. So, these guys are actually going on the tyres while I was trying to find the link for Hooky. You're very welcome. So, the Bears come in for soft tyres, into tyres as well. Same with Lewis, Gizlodian, Mr. Wiggles, Mohamed Guna and Team Red all in for Inter tyres. Maggi is now up to P2, so now he's pulling that gap even further. At the moment it's an Alpha 2-3 as well. So this is the 5th safety car now. It's been a very long race as well. We are nearly end now. So this is the 5th safety car of the day, and the Bear is not actually leading a safety car for once. That's the first. Maggi's actually come in. He's coming in for the Inter tyres. Five-second penalty for Mindful Wasp. He's doing the same. He's coming in, he's putting on those Inter tyres. So safety car will be possibly in this lap as well. And is it in? Yes, it is. So this should be the final safety car, hopefully. We've got 4 guys on the wet tyres, with the Bear and for everyone else on the inter tyres. Mark Worthy, Baker, Roy Forever, Safiu, Gilderbert, P. Doran, SFR Doran, MK Mount are the ones are out of the race. MK Mountain luckily got disqualified, Tim, and luckily crashed out. Oh, as the Bear nearly hits the back of Hasbulla but gets away with that. Scooter Clem seems to have gone. He has gone. I think these guys are they are struggling on wets by the looks of it. Jag gets a better exit. But yeah, I think these tyres are looking like to be overheating. Jag, I think, has got an illegal overtake under yellow flag still when he overtook him. 3 seconds, Scooter Clem is pulled. Stay with the Bear, as he is the first one to get these guys who are on the wet tyres. See what the difference is like between the wet tyres and the inter tyres. It does seem like the inter tyres are better. As you can see, Hasbulla has nearly lost the car as Lewis is just going to come through as well. Hasbulla didn't expect Gizlodi is going to follow him through. Where is Hasbulla? There he is. Gizlodi him 3-second penalty. Might get that, try and get that removed. I'm not 100% sure if he will or not. So the Bear moves up to P4. Next up on his list is Jag. 4 seconds is the gap between Scooter Clem and Vicious Vicar. Vicious Vicar doesn't seem to have got a very good exit. It's going to give Jag the chance to go down the inside of Vicious Vicar. Vicious Vicar leaves him the space. No, Jag couldn't really do much of that. Oh, the Bear nearly loses it. That's going to give that's giving Lewis a chance to re-overtake him, and he's got to move done. No, Bear's not going to be happy with that. Through his own fault as well, unfortunately. 6 seconds. I don't know where this pace has come from Scooter Clem, but he's getting the grip somewhere on these full wet tyres compared to everyone else on the wet tyres, full wet tyres. Jag and Vicious Vicar once again going at it. Oh, Lewis has just hit the back of Jag. I think Lewis has got front wing damage as well. He has. I don't think he's got front wing at all. So Lewis is going to have to pit, unfortunately. He should go straight into the pits. Yes, he does. So there in goes Lewis. But Gizlodian having a look. Gizlodian on Jag. Gets the move done on Jag. The Bear on Vicious Vicar. Where's Jag? There he is. Got the McLaren on Mr. Wiggles having a look as well. 10 seconds the gap between Mr. Wiggles. Hello, Mr. Wiggles. Where did you come from? I guess I moved on Gizlodian. Gizlodian moves that back down to P5. Keep an eye on that gap between the Bear and Scooter Clem. It will start to come down now. Well, it should start to come down now. As Jag is now starting to struggle a big time. Mad G. Oh, a bit of contact between the two, but it's alright. Mindful was completely missing his brake zone. Team Red should get past once again, which he does. Mr. Wickles makes a move on Vicious Vicar, gets a move done, moves Mr. Wiggles up to P3. Uh, 9.1 is the gap between him and Scooter Clem. At this rate, the bear will not catch Scooter Clem. Magie's gone up to 4th. Where did Magie come from? I have no idea where Magie came from, but he'll take that. So gets loading, gets Vicious Vicar. A lot of these guys getting Vicious Vicar now. Jag is also in this little battle as well. Vicious Vicar just can't get any traction. 8.6. Magie gets 3 seconds. Vicious Vicar gets 3 seconds. Both Alvaro Mays get 3 seconds at the exact same point. Like father, like son. Sorry, I had to say that. Yeah. Vicious Vicar just getting no traction at all. Hasbulla getting the better traction out of the full wets versus full wets. Hasbulla moves up to P9. And here comes Gizlody now on Magie for P4. Side by side through the hairpin. Gizlody goes really wide, but then we'll get the better exit before going wide. So we'll be on the power earlier than Magie. Side by side, Magie's actually got front wing damage, but I think he will carry on with this. Contact made between Gizlody and Magie, but gets away with it. Magie moves down to P6 with Team Red getting past him. 6.6 is the gap between Scooter Clem and the bear. It might be close at the end. He gained about 3 seconds on Scooter Clem, the bear has. And Lewis is out. He has retired from the Grand Prix. Magie really struggling now. He's got a damaged wing. I don't know where he got the damage from. Hasbulla hits the wall. Vicious Vicar gets past for that final position. 5.7 is the gap between him, Scooter Clem, and the bear. Sorry if you can hear the dogs, but that's the dogs barking at something. I don't know what. Team Red doing a Lewis, doing Tokyo drifting. Well, it looked like he's doing some Tokyo drifting, and pretty much everyone round about a second off from each other. Amiguna half a second off from Jack Kings. 4.7 between Scooter Clem and the bear now. Magie really struggling on the with the damaged wing. Losing a lot of front downforce, just getting understeer for days as he soared through turn 1. Magie can't really do much about that, unfortunately. There's a damaged wing. Of course, Jag will probably not know about that. Like, he's got a damaged wing, and that's why he's struggling so much. But it's giving Mohamed Guna a chance as well. Hasbulla's now in. 1.5, 1.2, 1.1. 1 second is the gap between Scooter Clem and the bear. It was about 4 seconds. So I think Scooter Clem has made an error somewhere. But let's see if Scooter Clem can keep this lead. Going on to the final lap of the Grand Prix. 4/10 is the difference. At this rate, I don't think Scooter Clem will be able to keep the lead. The bear, he's going to go all the way around the outside of Scooter Clem. He's going to go around the outside of Scooter Clem. He gets the move done. He should get the move done. He gets the move done. Good move there from the bear, but the bear moves himself back up to that P1 position. Scooter Clem, I think it was worth a shot of him trying to go to the end on the full wet, so it nearly worked for him. Just that less of a lap, then he would have got that win. But I'm sure he'll still be happy with that P2 position. 17 positions made from Scooter Clem, so no doubt Scooter Clem will be driver of the day. I will give it to him as well for 17 positions made from the start, 2 stopper as well. Yeah, 100%. Scooter Clem, driver of the day. So the bear will coming down the back straight now. I don't think there has been. Is that going to be it? No, there isn't. There's still some track action going on between Mohamed Guna and Jag. Mohamed Guna gets some position done on Jag. But here comes the bear now. The bear will win the round 3 of the season 10 championship. Gets his first win of the season, the defending champion. And he will take that as his nearest rival. Mad G is all the way down in P9, so that gap will close quite a lot. Mohamed Guna will take that 7th position. Mad G moves up to 8th with penalties. Vicious Vicar in 9th, Jag in 10th, and then Hasbulla will come in P11. And that will be it. Of course, top 3 are more than welcome to join me in the comms booth. I know one driver that is already with us, should be with us. Yes, the bear. Scooter Clement, does give him driver of the day. I was speaking to the bear before we got underway, and he hasn't even left the party. So, evening in the bear, evening. So this is your result of the Canadian Grand Prix. We've got SFR the bear in 1st position with Scooter Clem in 2nd, Nickelodeon and actually coming out in 3rd, Team Red in 4th, Wisdom Wiggles 5th, Mindful Wasp in 6th, Mohamed Guna 7th, Magi in 8th, Vicious Vicar in 9th, Jag in 10th, Hasbulla in 11th, and then your non-finishers were Lewis, Mark Worthy, Bakerwood, MK Melt, Forever 24JG, Safu, Kiljaber, and SFR Doran was disqualified, unfortunately, for not taking his drive-through penalty. So we'll wait for Scooter Clem and Gizlodian to join. Of course, it's up to them to join or not. And then we'll get to the showroom, get the interviews underway. 55 minutes that race took. Wow, with 5 safety cars, I do believe. But yeah, wait for. I'm sure I counted 5. I know you was in the lead of 4 of them, and then it was the final one you were. But I'm sure it was 5 safety cars today. Now loading in to the main menu, and then we'll go to the showroom. Load up the Aston Martin. We'll get the interviews underway, and then of course Gizlodian and Scooter Clem can join whenever they want, if they want to. Showroom. I haven't done this for a while. There we go. Showroom. Boom. Oh no. There we go. Right. Get the interviews underway, and start with SFR the bear, because he's the only one in the party at the moment. So the bear, pretty much a dominant performance from you, leading pretty much the whole race until the very end when those 4 guys decided to stay out on the full wet tyres. But yeah, I suppose, of course, 55 minutes with 5 safety cars. How was your race today? Yeah, just tell us how it was, really. Yeah. Yeah. did see that he had excellent restarts the whole time. All 4 safety car restarts. He just pulled like what 2 seconds before turn 1. Yeah. Mm. um, and then of course right at the very end when he was trying to catch Scooter Clemmer, eventually got him on the final lap of the Grand Prix. Was it kind of like quali laps for you, trying to catch up to him as much as possible, just so you can actually get that race win? How difficult was it on the final 5 laps, let's say, trying to catch up to Scooter Clem? Yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was on board when he did that, yeah. I bet it did. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, of course, your first race win of the season. Of course, you couldn't make it last week, but moving on to where are we off to next week? Baku. What are your aims for Baku, really? Yeah, yeah. Of course, defending champion. Yeah, let's see what you can do there. Of course, Magi is pretty much starting to pull away. Of course, he closed the gap a bit today. I think Magi finished P8 today, so a good comeback. And with that, we are going to end the stream here for the GP5 round 3 Canadian Grand Prix. We'll be back next week. Hopefully, Rogue Smithy will be back again with you guys for Baku. So I'm sure you'll be all looking forward to that. And then with that, I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with Tom. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for the GP3 series. Goodbye, everyone.